It is time once again for our weekly Augustana hockey recap, joined by head coach Garrett Raboin. You guys get a split at Bemidji State. 5-0 loss on Friday. You bounce back on Saturday with a 5-2 win. Over the course of the year, you've described this team as resilient. Did you see that resilience on display, and how did you flip that script between Friday and Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, it's the tale of two different nights. Friday, we just weren't ready to go, and that falls on me, which I can own. But good on our leadership to step up, and then I felt others followed in Saturday's performances. We were much faster, we were quicker to pucks. We just made it harder on Bemidji, and we're fortunate enough to get a couple in the net.
Yeah, let's start with the bad news, I guess, on Friday. First, the 5-0 loss. They scored too early. They go up 3-0 very early in the second period. You mentioned that you would take the responsibility for that, but in your mind, just what didn't work on Friday?
We were out-skated, we were out-competed. We came out of the game with only a handful of shots, really. Special teams wasn't on. It was one of those nights, it was 5-0. It could have gone north of that, in my opinion. So we did. We needed a hard reset Saturday morning. Our guys came ready right from the jump. But we go on the penalty kill. Hunter Bischoff makes a play to Mobley, who puts one in, and we were able to roll from there.
Yeah, you mentioned, obviously, the loss on Friday. You've been in that locker room as a coach and a player after a really difficult loss. What do you say to your team? Does anything need to be said?
Yeah, of course things need to be said. There needs to be a conversation that's had. It's one that can go both ways sometimes. And really, and a credit to Bemidji too, because they're a really difficult team to play. They, like I said, they can skate. Their energy is tremendous. And if you haven't played them before, the first couple of times you do, your eyes are wide open in a quick hurry, and you see that at the national tournament level when they've been fortunate enough to make it, knocking off Wisconsin just a couple of years ago with Cole Caulfield on the team. Tom Serratori does a great job with Travis Winter. They recruit a certain brand of player, but it is fast and furious. You have to be on your game right from the start. Friday we weren't, Saturday we were, and it splits the result.
Yeah, let's go focus on Saturday's game. You mentioned Luke Mobley gets a goal within the first 4 minutes, and you guys lead throughout. You build that lead to 3-0, eventually win it 5-2. As you said, Saturday morning there was kind of a reset. Could you sense like a shift in attitude or energy? What did you sense Saturday morning?
Bemidji had our attention, and we knew that we needed to play a much better game. Regardless of the result, we needed to put out more in terms of how we competed, how we skated. They need to feel us. There are teams in our league right now that are ramping up for playoffs, so the brand of hockey is much better. These guys, again, we owe it to these league teams. We're playing a non-conference, essentially. We owe it to them to put a better foot forward, and we did so. And like I said, and you saw it with Fashawn scoring and Mobley scoring, those are the leaders that need to rise, and they need to call on some of their teammates to join them. Fortunate enough for us, we had a big group. It was a total team effort on Saturday, and now our guys know if you do that, you're going to get a result most nights.
And you mentioned CCHA teams gearing up for the playoffs, one of those being your next opponent, St. Thomas. They come here to Midco Arena for the second series in this new building. Right now, the Tommies on top of the CCHA in terms of points. When you look at St. Thomas, a team that made the transition from D3 a couple of years ago, they've improved very quickly.
Yeah, they have. Really impressive what Rico Blase's done. They're kind of forging a path that we hope to follow just because they're having success. Now in their year three, in our year three, we're going to be fully in the league, competing for league points. And really, you see how they take points for most weekends, consistent style of play. They don't have many off nights, I can assure you that. So we're excited to get to this weekend and just compete again.